Opinions expressed on this program are those of the hosts and guests and do not necessarily reflect those of Vegas Allnet Radio, its affiliates, or its parent company.
Hey, thank you for joining us here, Plumbing 101 with Aqua Plumbing here. This is our 10th show this fine Thursday, October 21st at 2 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. My name is Artie White, and I've got my delicious wife here, Becky White. We're co-owners of Aqua Plumbing here in Las Vegas, Nevada. We need to call the Aqua Plumbing in Sarasota, Florida, and it's only 5 o'clock there. So
we do, and every time we get here is when I remember.
Right, exactly. Is it hot in here?
I'm fine.
It's hot in here. I'm going to turn the fan on at our first commercial break. It's hotter than the surface of the sun here. Damn.
Okay. It's cold outside.
It is not.
Yes, it is.
October 22nd. Our producer just told us it's what did I say?
I don't know.
Today's October 22. What is that? 9 days from my favorite holiday?
Yes, dear. 9 days.
All the batteries are dead.
I'm so proud of you. You haven't bought any new Halloween decorations this year.
It ain't over till it's over. I need batteries.
So do I. But
all my battery
that's
operated.
Show.
Yeah, all my battery operated toys are dead. They've been up for 3 weeks.
Mine too.
Yeah. Okay, now I understand. I understand your attitude. I'm good with that now. So this show is dedicated to primarily, for the most part, plumbing issues.
Yes, it is.
And we own a plumbing company here in Las Vegas. Been in business since 2004.
Yes, we do.
And we service water heaters. Right. Well, we service leaky faucets all the way up to 3-story buildings. New installs.
Absolutely.
Everything in between.
We can do it all.
I'm the first guy you think about when you get up and the last guy you think about when you go to bed.
Okay.
It's true.
It's true.
Mm-hmm. You jump up.
Not you personally.
I would imagine that's not true. Well, after I've been telling people that.
Well, that's probably true.
They get up in the morning, wipe the sleep out of their eyes, and then my image comes to mind as they're standing in front of the throne.
I'm not sure I really like that thought.
So we've been in business since 2004, and our phone number is 642-8400, area code 702. If you have any plumbing problems, certainly give Kelly a call in there. She'll get you taken care of. Our phone number here at the radio station, you can call in right now, ask us any question, make any statement you'd like about the plumbing industry. It is 702-483-4444, 483-4444. We just came from a luncheon.
We did, for IATMO, the International Association of Plumbing and Mechanical Officials.
Right, we had to put up with Jordan again, Jordan Cranville from the county. I sat with Richard from the city today.
There was a lot of government officials there.
You sat with Lee from the city.
Yep.
And Alan Becker's our chair. Very happy to have him on board.
He's from the city of Henderson.
City of Henderson Building Department. Yep. Mm-hmm. Plumbing inspector extraordinaire.
Absolutely.
Dave Troop was there. We call him DeVito.
From the county.
From the county. So if you ever have to call the county, just ask for DeVito.
Please don't. Ask for Dave Troop.
Mm-hmm. So I came here to Las Vegas in 1973 by car.
I came to Las Vegas in 1973 too.
By womb.
By womb. Not by car.
No. Well, you were in a car before the womb. You were in the womb in the car.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah, I'm sure I was.
Or did you come by bus?
No, my parents had a car.
Okay, so they had a car. That's a good thing. That's a very good thing.
Yes, it is.
So we do a lot of work for some non-profits.
It is really hot in here.
Make up your mind.
I just had
You're just having a hot flash. Must have something to do with them dead batteries.
Must have. Okay,
Did you forget what we were talking about? Non-profits.
We do work for, a lot of nonprofits.
I wonder if Bob's listening. You need to call Bob on our next commercial break.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can text him.
We'll put him on
now.
speakerphone.
Oh.
Big dummy. He was supposed to be here.
He was, but he's very busy. Oh, thank you so much.
The camera operator just turned on the turbo.
Yes,
that feels
she did.
good.
He's very busy at work. They're doing a lot of work in the community, so he needs to pick a day in the future to come on.
All I've ever done is seen him sit behind his desk. That's all I've ever seen.
He does a lot.
What? Drives around in his car, sits, what, he drives his desk and then he drives his car.
Yes.
What? That's hard work.
Rebuilding Together does an enormous amount for our community.
Mm-hmm. Yes, they do.
And we're lucky enough to be their plumbing contractor.
That is correct. We enjoy every minute of that. Every minute of that. And Bob has also come out to watch you race, but he's chicken. He won't get in the car.
He is a chicken. Both of his daughters have gotten in the car with me,
Well,
but Bob won't.
You always put the kids in first and see if they don't get hurt, then you get in.
All of our kids have been in.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Shelby's a screamer. She distracts you.
She does.
What are you doing with the chair?
My chair is super short today, and I don't know why. And I can't get it up. I'm having an off day, okay?
Yeah.
It keeps going down, down, down.
Right. Yeah. See. Yeah. You're getting shorter by the second. That's
Yeah.
good. I like that. So you've got a race car.
I do have a race car. And I keep forgetting when my next race is, but we just
November.
had a chili cook-off for the PHCC, which we are a member of the Plumbing, Heating, Cooling Contractors of Nevada. And we took my car to show it, and there was so much interest. I have so many people that want to come out and get a ride.
Did you know the day then when you were talking to them? Did you have the day figured out?
Yes, it's November 15th.
Had to look at your phone, didn't you?
I did.
Had to look at your pacemaker.
Absolutely.
November what?
15th.
It's a Sunday.
It is a Sunday.
It's a day race.
At 9 a.m.
Speedway.
It's probably going to be freezing.
You drive on out there. It doesn't cost a dime to get in. Sign your life away. Get a little wristband. Get in the car with the crazy bitch and go for a ride.
That's not nice.
Yeah, I've been in the car with you.
And you lived?
I did live. Not even got a scratch. Not one bruise, not one scratch.
That's right.
And
I'm a very good driver.
And you can, boy, getting tires for that son of a bitch has been a pain in the ass.
Yes, it has.
Trying to get you sticky tires to go faster, that's been a pain in the ass. But we've got a board meeting for SCCA tonight.
That's right.
We're going to find out.
Sports Car Club of America.
We're going to find out where these guys all buy their tires because I'm tired of looking. It's turned into a.
You?
Yeah, I looked.
I've been looking.
And failed.
You're not being very nice today.
Well, you didn't get me tires. I can't put tires on your car if you don't get me tires. It's really simple.
I got you tires for another vehicle like 6 months ago, and they're still sitting in the garage.
They're not racing tires. They don't interest me.
They're Model A tires.
They're not racing tires? What, do you race horses in a Model A?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So back to the plumbing situation. We do offer free home plumbing inspections. And for those people who own plumbing companies that are currently listening, free home plumbing inspections is a really good way to get your foot in the door in people's homes or buildings. If you've got somebody that's qualified enough to go do perform a visual inspection of somebody's plumbing system, which it's a maintenanceable system. It's just like changing the oil in your car. You got to look at your plumbing components. It's not designed to live forever. And if you've got some drips that you may not even know about, a qualified plumbing licensed technician can come out and have a looky-loo at your plumbing system and let you know what needs to be taken care of from a maintenance standpoint, and then you don't have a flood. You don't want to have a
Nobody
flood.
wants that.
No. Don't want a flood.
No.
So back to IAPMO, though, International Association of Plumbing and Mechanical Officials, they just had a national conference here in Las Vegas.
Our local chapter hosted their national convention.
And our local chapter was deemed to be the best in the nation by their peers.
Yes, they were.
And they all want to come back to Vegas indefinitely, like every year.
I don't think they'll do that. But
They were like, Minneapolis who?
yeah,
Minneapolis where?
they want to come back more often.
Dallas what? We're going back to Vegas.
Vegas is the best.
Well, it's my understanding everybody showed up in suit and ties, and they looked like a bunch of stuffed shirt shitheads. And after Jordan got done with them, he showed them how you do it in Las Vegas for real with board shorts on.
Flip-flops.
And everybody started to dress down, and that's when the fun started, and it was a good time.
Yep.
That's very good. I like being a member of IAPMO. I learn a lot.
And the other thing that everybody else in the nation from IATMO talked about was the cohesiveness that we have in the valley. The PHCC works together with IATMO. We work with the unions. All of us just want the betterment of the plumbing industry. So all of us worked together, and everybody that came to the IAPMO conference was so impressed with that point.
Yes, they were. And it's my understanding, and I didn't know this, but most of the IAPMOs around the country, and there are many, just the officials go. We're one of the few IAPMOs that actually has contractor members and participation, where we actually show up at events, show up at functions, go to the luncheons, and we learn and bring things to the plumbing industry's attention as a whole. Not just the officials sitting around going, whose life are we going to make miserable next?
Because Vegas is the best.
Vegas is the best, and we were dubbed the best.
That's right.
And I have my Smurf shirt on right now. Prove it.
Yes, you do.
And I got my new pin.
Where's mine?
You didn't see him?
No.
Did you go to the check-in counter? No, because you didn't pay, because I went to the check-in counter and I paid. So this is my $90 pin.
That's how it's supposed to be.
Mm-hmm. So you didn't go to the check-in counter. You didn't get a pin.
Okay.
See how it works? That's how it works.
That's how it works.
That's exactly how it works. So your race car is built, changing gears.
You are all over the place today.
You're getting shorter by the second.
I am. My chair keeps going down.
Every time I look over, you just keep getting shorter.
I'm going to be under the desk in a minute.
Pretty soon you're going to look like Gary Vicente from Southwest Gas. All 3'6" of him.
That's not nice.
I'm going to make sure that he listens to the show today, too. Here we go.
Chairs.
She's changing chairs. She'll be back in about a half an hour. So, since you can't talk, I'm going to ask you a question. We built your race car for a specific reason.
So I can drive it?
No. So you can get the word out about Relay for Life.
Yes, you're right. I did. Now this one's super tall. Holy shit! What is going on today? No, I'm taller than you.
Yeah, you are. And then I had a conversation, changing gears again. I was at my breakfast luncheon this morning. A breakfast luncheon? Yeah, I was at a breakfast luncheon. It's my story. Quiet. And, damn it, who was it? Somebody came up. Don Stewart came up. He said, hey, has your wife said the F word on the radio show again? I didn't know he was listening to the radio show. He went in and got a podcast going, and he was perplexed. This cute little gal used the F word on the radio. You ought to be ashamed of yourself.
I have a very bad mouth.
Yes, you do. We call that sailor mouth. So
I was such a nice girl before I met you.
Yeah, it was my friends.
Yep.
My friends did this shit to you.
Yeah, I agree.
So I'd like to give a shout out to Don Stewart. He's a tax hater. He's an IRS
hater.
And he's an accountant, and he's be a good guy to know if you have a little IRS problem. Don Stewart would be a great guy to go see. He's about 5'6", and he's
meaner.
He's meaner than a badger with a boner. Yeah, he just despises those people. He had a really funny story today about how you get hired on at the IRS.
How?
They take the people from the post office that are opening mail and taking checks. So when you get fired, you go to work for the IRS.
Oh.
And then when you get fired from the IRS, you go to Social Security. I think he was serious. He might be right.
He might be right.
He might be onto something.
Mm-hmm.
So back to Relay for Life. You have a big Relay for Life streamer across the windshield of your car.
I do. Relay for Life is a nonprofit organization that helps with cancer awareness.
We're supposed to display the car this month. I don't know when.
Neither do I. They haven't got back to me.
Oh, all right. Well, hopefully they'll get back with you soon.
Yes.
All right. Well, thank everybody. I want to thank everybody for tuning in. We will be back after this short commercial break. Please do listen to the commercials. They are hilarious. We really enjoyed filming those, recording those, and we'll be right back. Oh yeah, I just noticed the red light's back on, and my Mickey Mouse ears are crooked. There, all good. We are all good.
You're good now.
So did you, somebody need the screwdriver. Did you get hold of Bob?
I texted him.
Okay. So we've sent a text to Mr. Bob at Rebuilding Together. Hopefully he will call us back. They're having a shindig today.
They are. We did a building for them We rehabbed a building that was given to Opportunity Village for their transitional services program. We did the plumbing, and today is their grand opening.
At 5 o'clock.
Yes.
Jones just west of, or Cheyenne just west of Jones.
Yes.
So hopefully Bob will be calling us back here on the, did you text him that phone number right there?
No.
So we can get him on the air and talk to him a little bit about it. Go ahead and text him. That'll work. That'll work good. So we've got to be over there for the grand opening at 5 o'clock today. That's cool.
Yes, we do.
Then we're going to have to motate over to the SCCA board meeting very quickly thereafter.
Yes.
That meeting always starts late, so we're good with that. Do you have any of your little blue sheets that you can give to the SCCA people so they can listen in on a podcast? No, you don't. Okay. Again, my name is Artie. This is Becky, and we are the owners of Aqua Plumbing here in Las Vegas. Did you text anybody at the Aqua Plumbing in Sarasota yet?
No.
Oh,
I want to call and talk to them about it first, so we don't catch them off guard.
You don't want to catch them off guard?
No.
Okay. All right. You're afraid because they're a lot bigger than we are?
No, they're in Florida.
Okay.
What are they going to do?
I don't know. They might be listening now. You never know.
You never know.
You just never know.
You don't.
So we have a couple of dumb kids.
We have a lot of kids, and they're not dumb.
Oh, all right. So
we have 5.
We have 5 and 4 grandchildren with a bun in the oven.
Almost 5.
Almost 5.
Mm-hmm.
It's a boy.
It is a boy.
So in like 24 years, I'll be able to retire. They'll all be running the company.
Thank God. I have a 5-year plan. I don't know what you're talking about, 24 years.
What, are they going to run the company at age 6, 7, and 9?
Their dad can.
Oh, okay. What's he going to do with... Here, you read the plans. I'll put them on the floor for you because you can't reach the drafting board.
Absolutely. We're going to have a family of plumbers.
Right.
We still have 3 kids that don't have kids, so we're going to have plenty of plumbers.
In Hawaii.
In Hawaii. If Trevor gets his way...
It'll be in Hawaii.
It'll be in Hawaii.
Yeah.
Trevor's going to be on next week. We're going to have apprentices from the PHCC 4-year apprenticeship school, and Trevor, one of our sons, is one of our apprentices.
That's true.
He's going to be on next week.
That's good. We'll put him right here in the hot seat. I'm in the hot seat today.
You're always in the hot seat.
Well, I'm going to move over there and put him in the hot seat next week.
Oh, you'll still be in the hot seat.
His head will probably hit the ceiling. He's so tall.
Probably.
Mm-hmm. And we have a dog.
We do have a dog. His name is Artie. He's a 126-pound Doberman.
I forgot that it was IATMO day, so I had to run home today and change my shirt, and he was standing there watching me, so I took my other shirt and I put it on him. And I thought about taking a picture.
He doesn't like when you do. You have like 10 pictures in your phone of him with your shirt on.
Right. And then you noticed I had mismatched socks on because I got dressed in the dark this morning, so he had my shirt on, and then I put my socks on his head. He looked like Taliban.
Be nice to my dog.
He looked like Taliban with a blue shirt on.
He's going to bite you at some point. He already doesn't like men.
Mm-hmm.
You're just lucky he likes you.
He just looked at me and looked at his food dish, looked at me, looked at his food dish.
Oh. Well, he has to keep those 126 pounds up.
So then I sent him outside and locked the bedroom door.
It's not nice.
Doesn't need to be in the bedroom. He needs to be outside guarding the facility.
Yeah, okay. Our big bad guard dog.
Mm-hmm. Big bad, huge guard dog.
Guess what day it is?
What day is it? What day it is?
It's National Color Day.
Color Day.
Yes.
What's your favorite color?
Burgundy.
Shut up. It's pink.
Okay, I have 2.
Okay.
Pink, sparkly pink.
Right, it has to be sparkly
It
pink.
has to be sparkly.
Mm-hmm.
This day was created...
You're not interested in what color my favorite color is?
It's purple.
Right.
We've been married long enough. We should know this about each other.
Do you think the people listening can just know that from you knowing it and not saying anything? You're on the radio.
I'm focusing on what day it is.
And that's what I'm talking about. That's the subject matter at hand right now.
No, it's not about what your favorite color is.
You can't just go on and blah, 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 and not tell everybody what color my favorite color is. Just because you know.
His favorite color is purple, everyone.
There, now we're cooking.
That's why the inside of my race car was painted purple instead of pink.
No, it's not. Relay for Life is not pink, it's purple.
I know.
All
I'm
right.
just kidding. Okay, so this day was created as a day to learn how colors influence our mood, productivity, and behavior in our everyday life.
Red is rage.
Red is excitement, love, and strength.
And rage.
Yellow is competence and happiness. Green is good taste, envy, and relaxation. Blue is corporate, high quality. Pink is sophistication and sincerity. Violet or purple is authority or power. That's why you always think you're in charge.
And then you see red, and then I know you're mad.
Exactly. Brown is ruggedness. Black is
Brown. If it's brown, it's going down. Let's hope for some ruggedness so we can go and plug some toilets.
Black is grief and fear. White is happiness and purity. So wear something colorful today and use hashtag National Color Day to post on social media.
I wear blue every day.
That means high quality. That's what Aqua Plumbing is, a
Right.
high quality plumbing company.
I wear the same blue shirt every day. I have two.
Well, not
I
that-
wear one
You
week and one the
don't.
next.
You have 10
I have 9. I threw one away the other
that
day.
are just consistently washed.
Somehow you spilled oil on one of my shirts. I had to throw it away. And it had a hole in it. So you spilled oil on my blue shirt when I wasn't looking and put a hole in it, so I had to throw it away.
That was right after I locked your keys in your truck too, right?
That is correct. That was no. I threw the shirt away, and then the next day you locked us out of my truck, which was yesterday.
No, that's not how it happened.
How long did it take me to break into that truck? About a minute and a half.
I'm going with 3.
3 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks for locking us out.
I did
Now you
not
know the
lock
trick.
us out.
Now you know Now you know how to break into my truck.
Absolutely. It's also National Nut Day.
Well, then you fit right in.
This day is not about your neighbor that lives down the street or the crazy coworker
With a crazy wife.
or your husband. It is a food holiday that celebrates a healthy and nutritious snack.
I'd rather go with the other nut. It's Becky Day. It's Becky Day. Definitely.
You're
is Becky
walking
Day.
home. I hope you know that.
I have the key in my pocket. You did not lock us out of my truck today.
I can.
No, you cannot.
I can figure out a way.
The key is in my pocket. No more.
Bob's ignoring me.
I think Bob's ignoring you. It's all right. We're going to see him at 5.
Yes. And he will be on in the next month or so.
That's good. We'd like to hear from him. We also do work for Habitat for Humanity.
We do. That's another nonprofit that uses volunteers and builds houses for people who can't necessarily afford their own house, but the people that they build houses for have to put in so many hours of volunteer work on other people's houses.
And their own.
And their own.
They actually
Yes.
work on their own home.
Yeah. That's the organization. We built an entire house
4 days.
in 4 days.
4.5 days. 4 days, like 4 days, 6 hours, something like
Yeah.
that. We came in first place in the country. They did 200 houses. They started 200 houses the same day, and they had a week to do it in, and we whopped them.
That was such an amazing experience. All of the trades working together. I mean, we were...
Working together, we were climbing all over each other.
Yeah, it was a little ridiculous. There was probably 100 people working in a 1,200 square foot house all at the same time.
You actually put the drain system in that house your own damn self.
I did.
Did a good job.
Thank
Till
you.
the inspector came in and turned you down for the wrong washing machine box.
No.
Yes, he
not.
did. He made us change it. But he still passed the house. It was good.
It doesn't matter.
It was all good. We did that. We did that house, and we were out setting trim at
9 o'clock at
9
night.
o'clock on Friday night.
Yeah.
We were putting the sinks in that house,
Yeah.
and then the people moved in, and no warranty calls. That's a good thing.
Yep.
That's a very good thing. They're getting ready to build 16 more houses out in Henderson, which is a suburb of Las Vegas.
Yes, they are. We just finished 6 or 8.
6.
6 on the same street, and now they're putting 16 more.
Yes, they are. It's going to be quite the endeavor. That's good. We're going to be putting 16 new families in this neighborhood. They're also working with rebuilding I just learned this last week. They're going to be working with Rebuilding Together, the other organization, beautifying that neighborhood in respect to sidewalks, fences. They're going to be trimming trees, making sure that there's no trees near power lines, and that neighborhood's really going to clean up quick. I noticed yesterday they had 2 dumpsters on one of the lots, and they were grubbing the land. That's what they call it when they take all the debris and old trees and shrubs and trash. They call that grubbing. And they had grubbed those 4 lots, so it's not going to be long.
Very good.
Yep, we'll be able to go out there and go do that.
It's always exciting to see homeowners who've never been able to own their own home get into a nice brand new home.
Maybe we should have Mr. Robert Holzer come on the show, and he can talk about Habitat for Humanity, and Bob can talk about rebuilding, and because they're 2 separate entities, but they work together, and it's all for the common good in the community.
That's a great idea.
I think it's a good idea. I'll call Robert and ask him if he wants to come on the show. That would be a ton of fun. Mm-hmm. Very good. So what else you got? What other day is it?
That's it.
Nut Day? Becky Day?
Nut Day.
It's Becky Day and Color Day. I see. Let me flip the page on my script here. Oh, yeah. So what motivates you to get up in the morning? Besides the dog going, feed me. Because you're mean. You only feed him in the morning and feed him once at night, once in the morning.
Well, the vet said he needed to go on a diet, so I'm trying to adhere.
And then I started an exercise regimen with him, and that only lasted like 3 days. Apparently, you're not supposed to get on a skateboard and hook a lasso to a 126-pound Doberman and send his ass down the road while you hang onto the rope standing on a skateboard. That is a bad day.
It was a hilarious day.
The bearings on that skateboard, the wheels were smoking, and I was crashing.
Yes, you did. You crashed right in the middle of the road.
You know, we ended the exercise regime that day.
You're right. You did.
Maybe I should have just sat on the skateboard. Because standing
probably was not a good idea.
Standing was not a good idea.
Standing was not a good idea.
I had that skateboard figured out, but like I said...
No, you had the Superman and the splits all figured out at the same time.
Right. And I didn't like the 80 miles an hour we were traveling either. What did he see, a cat? I don't understand what the hell he was looking at.
No, he likes to run.
Yeah, well, I didn't like the speed. The dog is fast. Wow. So you got a funny plumbing story?
I can't think of one.
I'll have to think of one.
Why don't we go on commercial break and then I'll...
Someone told me about a funny plumbing story the other day. It'll come to me. All right, well, with that said, we're going to go ahead and take a commercial break. We will be back in a couple of seconds. Please listen to the commercials. They are very funny, and we will be right back. And we're back. If it's brown, it's going down. Is my hair sticking up in the back? My Mickey Mouse ears are driving me crazy today.
You barely have any hair in the back.
I'm all good. I'm all good. So it was brought to our attention that on March 11th, it's World Plumbing Day. That's a big day for IATMO.
It is. IATMO actually goes to different countries and helps with their plumbing system, and it's all based around National Plumbing Day.
The most interesting thing I saw, Tom Gugino showed me some pictures when they all went back. I forgot which country they went to, but they were teaching these people how to catch rainwater and then go into a gutter system and then go into a tank, and then how they would purify it, and that was the community's fresh drinking water and bathing water. It was really cool, and they live solely by rainfall.
That's so amazing.
It is. And some of the structures that we actually put people on airplanes here and fly them there and build these structures and these water catchment basins is what they're called, is truly amazing. And those people are very happy to see us show up. Oh,
I'm sure. We take so much for granted. I can't imagine living without running water. But people do it all the time.
A lot of countries you go to, it says there's a sign printed in English that says do not drink the water non-potable. At a restaurant, at the bathroom sink, at the lavatory, there are signs that say non-potable water, do not drink.
I just can't imagine.
It's a little spooky.
Yeah.
And the reason they do it in English, do you know why? Because we have fresh drinking water at virtually every tap.
Oh.
Okay, so they need to let us know, don't stick your face under this faucet and get a drink. That's not a good thing.
Don't take it for granted.
Don't take it for granted. Right, exactly. So yeah, these catchment basins are really cool that Tom was showing me those in It's amazing. Are we gonna sneeze? We're gonna. That wasn't a sneeze. That was a waste of time. So we were just talking about. Other things that we do. We repair fires. We don't repair fires. We repair buildings and houses that were involved in fires, and we're responsible for going in and putting in a new plumbing system.
Fires, floods.
I just walked a house the other day. All the sheetrock gone from the floor up 3 feet. Every room, about 4,000 square foot house. I think we talked about it last week.
We did with IRS.
One toilet supply line going to one toilet. These people left town, got on the airplane. It went buoy, and the neighbors noticed there was water coming out of their front door, and it was a bad day.
Oh.
All the furniture was gone out of this house. All the cabinets. It's as bad as it was as bad, almost as bad as a fire.
Right. Yeah.
The only difference between a flood and a fire is the roof's not going to cave in on a flood.
Well, it could from the second floor to the first floor.
That's very true. Yeah, if your upstairs is flooding.
Remember that call we had years ago? The second floor bathroom overflowed, and the lid is what we call it, the floor between the first and second floor, caved in on that grand piano.
Yeah, I do remember that.
Yeah.
Yep, we went in there, and turns out it was another toilet issue, and the people didn't know it, and the supply line broke and filled their second floor up with a bunch of water. Now, we're not talking a tremendous amount of water, but that water has to go somewhere, and the weight of the water in the sheetrock dropped. It made the sheetrock fall out of the sky, if you will, and yeah, it landed right on their grand piano. They were a little pissed off about that deal.
Yes, they were.
But we got in there and got it all taken care of, though, didn't we?
We did.
So we were talking about getting Greg, friend of ours, Greg Barstow, on the show next week maybe, and have him talk about some fires and some floods.
Mm-hmm.
We can do that. I'll make that phone call too.
I think that's a good idea.
I think it is. I think it's a very good idea. So we also do remodels. People can call us up and go, hey, don't like my house anymore, come fix it. We don't actually do the carpentry part of it, but if they want to change their kitchen around or bathroom or move a toilet or a sink or a tub or change a tub into a shower, a lot of that's going on right now. We're out looking at a lot of that stuff. You can just change your house if you don't like it. Don't move. Just change the house.
Right.
You might like the neighborhood. You might even like the neighbors. You just don't want to like your house.
That's what I did.
That's what you did. I hate this house, and then it flooded.
We just changed it.
You changed it.
So that's always an option.
You changed it a lot.
I did.
And it's great now.
It is.
It's very good. You did a nice job. So we do a lot of remodels. And then if there's any general contractors out there listening right now, we can take care of any tenant improvements also. We're finishing up the Gap over at downtown Summerlin. Because again,
Banana Republic.
We're in Las Vegas. We're not in Florida.
No, we're not in Florida.
We're in Las Vegas. Area code 702. That's us. So we're finishing up some of that. We're January distribution. We're setting trimming that. And what else? We just started
Victoria's Secret.
Yep, Victoria's Secret. Your second favorite store.
Mm-hmm.
First Walmart, then Victoria's Secret. They should just put a Victoria's Secret in Walmart, and you'd be in heaven.
I would. That would be the perfect store.
And then the Radio Shack, and then the battery shop next door to that.
Right.
Right.
Well, they have batteries at Walmart.
They probably have batteries at Victoria's Secret.
Probably.
I don't know. It's been a while since I was in there.
We like the smaller.
They didn't appreciate me trying on some of the laundry. They didn't like that. I look good in it, though. I had to shave my legs. But
You've never even shaved your face like you're going to shave your legs.
I didn't see one battery in that store.
They actually don't have batteries.
Oh, well, we're in there working right now.
Victoria's Secret is high class.
When we're in there working, there's no merchandise, so there's nothing to see.
Right. They're building a new store.
Right. They're building a new store, so we are plumbing the new store.
Right.
So if there's any general contractors out there, we'd love for you to call Aqua Plumbing. We'll come out and we'll take care of your plumbing needs. And then when your water heater freaks out at your personal house, we can come take care of that. See, we're busy.
Yeah, we're doing the Albertsons remodel.
Yep. And
Craig and Tanea.
we're getting ready to do another one on Pecos and DI, I want to say. Pecos and DI, I believe, was an Albertsons. We're gonna move the pharmacy in that store too. Mm-hmm. They're just essentially they're taking the pharmacy out of the center of the store and putting it to the front of the store. I don't know what prompted that move, but somebody decided that this is going to change and this is what we're going to do, and call Aqua Plumbing. So
very good.
There we go. There we have it.
Mm-hmm.
That works out good.
Yes, it does.
So we do remodels, and we take care of water heaters, and we take care of floods, and right down to the basic smallest faucet situation, leaking, blowing off your sink, any weird things that happen, plugged up drains. We just finished we finished a reasonably large job in Mount Charleston. They had a distribution field and a septic tank issue up there for one of their campgrounds. We even took care
on top of a bathroom that hadn't been finished.
In 4 years.
Right.
They started building this bathroom 4 years ago and just decided to finish it this year. So we went up and finished it.
Our guys love working up there.
In July.
Send
one of them up there in February and see how much they like it.
No.
9,000 feet. Hey, you have to go to Mount Charleston and take tire chains. So, yeah, we do work. Well, hell, that's Boulder City to Mount Charleston to just short of Mesquite. We won't work in Mesquite. There's an outfit out there that takes care of that.
Yeah, we stay very busy.
Very busy.
There's a lot of plumbing companies in town that also stay very busy.
Uh-huh. That is very true. We just got a call 2 minutes before the show. One of our contractors, Valley Construction and Maintenance, called and said, "You're probably going to have to come out and replace this water service. I've got water bubbling up under a parking lot at a townhouse." So we specialize in that kind of thing too.
Mm-hmm.
That we do.
We do it all.
We do it all.
And high quality because we're blue.
And high quality because I wear blue every day. Where the hell's your blue? You don't have any blue?
I don't like blue.
And you didn't wear your IATMO shirt today either. I was going to point that out.
No.
If you're going to come to IATMO, you have to look like a Smurf. Everybody's wearing this blue Smurf shirt. You have to show the colors. IATMO. IATMO.
I'm sure people would much prefer a tight, low-cut shirt.
With IATMO on it.
With IATMO on it. Well, I don't have one of those, so I'll just stick with gray.
So, speaking of IATMO and PHCC, the IATMO, we learned that elections are next month for new officers.
Yes, they are.
So we're going to have a changing of the guard. I wonder who's going to take the presidency.
I don't know. The PHCC has their changing of the guard in December.
That's true. That's very true. We have our officers' installation on December 5th.
Yes, we do.
Did Alan today say that it's January 23rd?
Yes.
So they're far enough away. That's a week before NASCAR.
Mm-hmm.
Very good.
Yes.
You'll have to book a room for that.
I'm on it.
I don't know if it's like airline tickets or anything, but you book it early, it might be cheaper.
No.
Who knows?
It's the same price.
That way we can kick back and not have to drive across town after the party, and that's always fun. That's always good. Get up, have a little lunch, brunch, lunch, whatever, and then go home.
Yep.
Finish your Sunday. Watch football. Watch the Broncos kick some butt.
Unless they have a bye week like this week.
Yeah, it's a boring weekend this weekend in the football world. No Broncos game.
Nope.
That's terrible.
No yelling in my house.
There's a football game tonight.
Not the Broncos.
Nope. So it's a half a football game. San Francisco. I want to say it's San Francisco and the Seahawks. Yeah.
I think you're right.
Kaepernick and what's his face?
Well, our daughter and our daughter-in-law will be happy. That's their team.
That's their team, or team is?
No, the 49ers.
Oh. You know any Seahawks fans? As far as I'm concerned, the Seahawks can just disband because they beat us in the Super Bowl a couple years ago, and I was really pissed about that.
Well, if the Broncos would have shown up,
right,
they probably would have had a chance.
I think they were playing third string that day.
I don't know what they were doing.
Opening snap, and we get a safety in the end zone. Really? How does that happen? That's a way to set the mood for the Super Bowl. That's like going out for the Indy 500 and starting all the cars with a left rear flat. That's just stupid.
I'm telling you, they just didn't show up.
Nope, they did not. So IATMO is going to have their installation. You were asked today to run for secretary, and you declined.
I did decline. I have way too much going on.
If you get up before noon, that wouldn't be a problem.
I get up before noon.
11 is not that much sooner than noon.
I was up before you the last 2 days.
One of us is ringing.
You.
I'm ringing. He'll have to wait just a couple of minutes. So, IATMO's going to have their installation dinner, and we're going to have the PHCC's going to have their installation dinner, and we're going to go.
Busy time of year.
We're going to go do good things. We're going to prepare for the legislative session in 2017, and get some things going. That's another one. We could have Richard Peel on the show.
Oh, that's a really good idea.
He's a prominent attorney, contract attorney in town, and he heads up a subcontractors legislation coalition, and that's where we get laws passed and laws stay the same during our legislative session. I forgot which prominent historical character said something about nobody's safe as long as the legislative session is in session.
That's scary.
Because you never know what those people are going to do. Holy hell. Some of the craziness that came out of our last session was just ridiculous. Really ridiculous. It just costs businesses more money. Every time it goes to session, it costs businesses more money.
Yes, it does. And
So.
takes stuff away.
Mm-hmm.
But this is not a political show, so let's
move on.
move on.
All right. So what sets us apart from other contractors?
Why don't I answer that when we come back from break?
It's not time for break.
It is. We
Oh,
only
it
have
is?
10 minutes.
All right. Then we will go to break right now, and we'll be back in a couple of minutes. Please listen to the commercials. They are funny, and we will be right back. Oh, yeah. I always like that when I hear "We rush so you can flush," and if it's brown, it's going down.
You
It
like
just
that?
makes me happy.
Oh, it makes you.
It just reminds me that I'm the first guy you think about in the morning, and when you get up, and the last guy you think about before you go to bed. That image just before you go to bed makes me happy.
You keep telling yourself that.
So, the PHCC, we have a training program.
We do. It's a 4-year accredited through the state training program.
And we have 38 students, not only students here, but we also have students in Reno. We're growing to the Reno area.
Yes, we are. They desperately need an apprenticeship program up there.
Yeah, it seems to me the city council is going to enact an ordinance that if you're going to partake in the plumbing industry and you're not a licensed journeyman plumbing professional, you must have an apprenticeship card.
Well, it's plumbing and electrical.
Oh, I didn't know about electrical.
Yes.
We don't give two shits about them because, speaking of shits, you can take a shit in the dark. You don't need light. You don't need an electrician.
But this ordinance surrounds them too.
That's good. I think it gives it value to both industries, but the plumbing industry specifically. So it's going to help us grow the apprenticeship program up in Reno tremendously, because if the building officials are going to parade around, if they are going to in fact parade around and ask these people for their not only their journeyman's cards but their apprenticeship cards, then it's going to give the industry merit, and we're going to be able to properly educate these guys as to how to install plumbing systems to keep us all safe.
And, before the break, you asked me what sets us apart, and that's one of the things that absolutely sets us apart is our guys are journeyman card holders and have the training and the knowledge.
And we have 2 apprentices
that they need.
that are card-carrying apprentices that are going through the program, the accredited program.
Right. We have a first year and we have a third year.
That's very good. And obviously next year we're going to have a 4th year that's going to graduate and become a licensed journeyman plumber.
And take over our company someday.
There you go. Now, journeyman plumber, that's not just in Las Vegas. That's across the country. You get a journeyman.
Correct.
You come to school here. I don't encourage this, but it's worthy of talking about. You get a journeyman's card here in Las Vegas, and your wife gets transferred. She works at a bank per se, and she gets transferred to another state. You can go to that state and go to a plumbing contracting company and say, I have a journeyman's card. I'd like to go to work. This is how many years experience I have. I am licensed. Here's my card. It's like a driver's license for plumbing. Mm-hmm. And it gives you a tremendous amount of value. And your wages are associated with your certifications and your abilities.
Right.
So that does set us apart. All of our guys are journeyman licensed. And if not, they're in the apprenticeship program. That's good. Mm-hmm. That's very, very good. I like to hear that. So that's what sets us apart, huh? We're family owned.
Well, that's one of the things that set us apart.
We are family owned.
We are family owned.
So if I get mad at somebody, it will carry over to dinner.
No.
Sometimes dinner isn't always as good as it should be.
Just stop getting mad.
Rarely do I get mad. I mean, I was talking to another plumbing contractor the other day, and we're very fortunate. We've got guys that have been with us for the
Over
majority
20 years.
the majority of their plumbing career, and we just hand them a set of plans and a scope and say, go get them. And typically I walk the jobs and bid the jobs, and if we're awarded the job, I give the plans to one of our technicians and a scope, and there's times I don't ever see that job again. I hear about it, but we just send them out there. They know what to do. They get it done. And then we send a guy out to quality control whenever we're done with the plumbing. Not many plumbing companies pay that money to an individual to go out and double, triple check the plumbing when it's all overdone and all's over said and done with.
Right.
So that sets us apart as well.
Absolutely.
There's only 2 other plumbing companies that I know that do that. So, and there could be others, and hopefully others maybe possibly listening will think, hey, a QC program, quality control program, is not a half bad deal. That's a very good deal.
It's saved us.
It has saved us a
Numerous
tremendous amount of money, where if there's a plumbing failure, and it's really easy to point at the plumbing contractor and go, hey, your guys messed this up, and we have safeguards in place that dispel that. And that grand piano, they originally thought that the plumbing leak was one of our technicians' fault, until they found out that the wrong toilet was in the wrong room, and that toilet failed, and it was proven that we were not the last persons to touch that toilet. But we were a little concerned when we first rolled up on that property.
Yeah. Yeah.
And in less than 5 minutes, we realized that our liability was gone. We had none. And it's because of our QC program.
Yep.
So if anybody out there is listening and wants to know a little more about our QC program or what sets Aqua Plumbing apart, you can give us a call at 702-483-4444. We've got 5 or 6 minutes left in the show, and we'd love to hear from anybody and everybody that wants to talk about anything plumbing. So, did you come up with a funny plumbing story yet?
I'm still looking.
Looking? You're supposed to have one in your head.
I can't think of one right now. Can you think of one?
Well, I can think of one back in the day when I was on the jobs, and we used porta potties, which we still use today. But back when M80s were really a good piece of firework equipment, you would get somebody that go in there and have a siesta or whatever they were doing in the outhouse, the porta potty, and you drop an M80 down the vent. And of course, when it hits the water and it blows up, their butt gets blue. Because if you really look, if anybody out there listening right now is in the vicinity of a porta potty, just run out of your house quick like a bunny, run across the street, open that door and look down in there. That water's blue. So when the M80 hits it, M80s don't go out in water. And when they blow, whoever's sitting on the toilet seat in the porta potty, their butt gets blue.
That's
and
very
it takes like 3
disgusting.
weeks. It takes 3 weeks to get that blue stuff off your skin too. It's terrible.
Really? Oh.
Yeah, they got Smurf butt for 3 weeks. It's really funny. We used to do that all the time. Then we had another guy one time. He went in there, and he was notorious for going in there. He's a little like our son. You know, our son Nathan goes in the bathroom and shit. He's gone for an hour and a half. We don't know what the hell he's doing in there. But
Hiding.
This kid would go in there. He was, newbie to the construction industry, so he would go in there to get out of work. So one time we just backed truck bumper up against the door, and then when he wanted to come out, now we'll let you out when it's good in time. So he quit going in there. We got a lot more work. You only have to do it once. Smart people learn after the first time, and he learned. Don't be going in there, and look over your shoulder before you go in there to see who's looking. And he didn't spend 20, 30, 40 minutes in there anymore, because we locked him in there for half the day.
We were just talking about that the other night at school with all the apprentices, how different job sites were years and years ago. I mean, now we have to worry about OSHA and all the regulations. But, I mean, back when you were learning how to do plumbing, I mean, there was no sitting down and talking to you. They just threw copper fitting at your head, and you learned quickly.
Yeah, you learned very quickly.
Now it's a little different.
Yeah, you have to go up and you have to pat the guy on the back of the neck. And
right. You have to make him feel better.
Pet him like a dog.
Yeah.
Come here, I want to show you. I want to show you
something.
what you did wrong, and if you do it like this again, I'm gonna have to put you in timeout. Hell no! When I was learning how to do plumbing, if you did something stupid, somebody wrapped you on the back of the head with a piece of pipe, or hit you in the head and forehead with a fitting, or
that's what happened.
Or locked you in the pooper.
Or locked you in the porta potty.
Yeah, I got locked in the pooper a couple times. I always used to wear my saw on my side though, so they locked me in. porta poopers used to be wood.
Oh.
So I
you're old.
I sawed my way out of that thing. It was funnier than hell. There was a front door and a back door to that porta potty.
Oh my goodness.
But I got out.
Uh-huh.
It sounds like we're out of time.
We are.
We would love for everybody to tune in next Thursday, which will be show number 11 on the 29th. That's not right. Yeah, that's on the 29th.
29th.
Love to have you stop by, pick up a laptop, dial us in at vegasallnetradio.com and enjoy our radio show. Thank you for tuning in, and we'll listen. You'll hear us next week. Bye-bye.
Bye.